Era.
Saw your ship come in.
Eccoci qua. Buonasera. Già che col baby monitor non mi funziona. Devo mettere di qua. Questa cosa curiosa è che il baby monitor mi... tipo scherma, giamma i segnali.
You're only a safe. Please do.
In teoria ho messo un mod che avrebbe dovuto aumentare i soldi dei mercanti, ma a naso direi che non è andato a buon fine. Ok. Vediamo tutto. Finito i soldi. Perfetto. Ciao.
See you around.
Ne ho messo uno che dovrebbe sfruttare l'SSD perché pare che funzioni in qualche maniera strana con... Non ho ben capito. Praticamente il gioco fa bordello con l'hard disk.
Welcome to UC. Yes.
In effetti sembra un po' più fluido, però. Da qua a dire che quello è attivo.
You're always welcome back. If you don't mind a bit
Sicuramente
of
quello
a
dei
wait.
soldi in più ai mercanti non è attivo. Quello è garantito. Questa cosa che il baby monitor mi giamma il segnale è fantastico. E c'ho il tablet che è impallato, tipo.
Been up there, huh? Space? Must be cool.
Ho messo il mod con i nomi degli sistemi. Mi piace questo. Salviamo.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about Unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Matteo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
Tan tan tan. Ma dai. Grande Keeper. Cosa ci nasconde? Vecchio furbone. I segreti del Keeper. Ah, già seduti ora. Sits.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
Allora.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. I'm not sure if he was, but if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be possible.
Okay.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have. Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Scusa,
now that we have a little
We've lost people.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. There have always been mysteries that seem to... We enter life, so you... I think I can. There's an old story. This pill... In my story. Then he go... But... Yes, something must be there. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The enlightened Varun were... I visited her.
I'll stay here with the key.
Quindi alla fine si arriva allo stesso risultato. Vabbè. Come sempre. La non scelta di questo gioco. Bene. Quindi andiamo al pozzo. Parliamo con gli illuminati. E poi coi fanatici. Quindi prima coi fanatici e poi col pozzo. Non decido mica io. E invece prima il pozzo poi i fanatici. Va bene. Basta che vi decidete. Ma uno vale l'altro.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a unity. Our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, chat. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what... A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that. It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first at the beginning. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
You hear about that missing ship? They think it was pirates.
Mm-hmm. As a tracker agent, my duty is to...
If there's something you need, of course, of course.
Ma.
The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
No, momento.
Thing about the
momento.
trade business? Many different parties use them. You'll usually find... The Trade Authority has access... You won't find a better...
Mm.
Of course.
Ciao.
Pleasure dealing with you.
I think I got them. What do you...
Andiamo dalla prigioniera. Di serpentati. Non mi piace il serpente. Vediamo. Ai.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays.
Oh, please, take a look.
Ciao signora. Allora. Ovviamente anche tu non hai sufficienti soldi per me. Ma mi stupirai con... Queste basta. Queste ne ho veramente troppe. No, un cavolo come sempre. Il nulla cosmico. Solito pattume. Medikit oramai li compro sempre. Più che altro sembra una cavolata, ma tra una roba e l'altra ormai toh. Il resto mangio.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Ma prego signora. Andiamo. Amico della sicurezza. Ciao. Facciamo un F5 subito, pronti via. Ottieni una risposta del programma. Il fatto che avevo Chrome aperto con 45 schede forse non aiutava, ecco. Ah, guardala qua. Ciao, fanatica. Salviamo bene.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. Jokes. You come to hear about Varun. Like the guards. Like the Keeper.
I don't think it was a joke. It was an attempt at some genuine sympathy.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Yes, I do as well. We both like to keep an open mind.
The knowledge of the Great Serpent sweeps away all concern. There is only his inevitable return, and those he will spare. Nothing else. You wish to speak of the Keeper's pilgrim, do you not? I will tell you of him, and then you will leave. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down, but the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow, that is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Che c'è, Sara?
Look, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you. The fact that you risked your life to save me, I don't know what to say. Well, yes, of course, but that's beside the point. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense of Sam's life. He was one of my closest colleagues, and a cherished friend. Oh, poor Cora. I'm sure the poor thing is devastated.
È pure scomparso.
She's lost a wonderful father. I really wish I could believe that. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries, not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn, perhaps none of this would have happened at all, and Sam would still be alive.
Mm-hmm.
No, she wouldn't. But was it worth the cost? Damn it! Why is this happening to us? We're explorers. Our curiosity pushes us to seek answers to life's mysteries. It's one of the core traits of humankind. Yet in return, this is what the universe throws at us. Beings from God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done wrong? No. I refuse to allow Sam's death to be attributed to bad luck. It isn't fair. The question is, where do we go from here? Do we stop exploring? Stop pushing the boundaries? Take a more aggressive posture towards the universe? I don't know where to begin. I suppose you're right. I just hope we don't make the same fatal mistake twice. Well, I suppose that's all I had on my mind for now. It was a relief to get all of that out in the open. I'm sorry I got so angry. But I assure you, it's nothing personal. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things. Thank you. Hearing you say that makes me feel a lot less guilty about monopolizing your... Well, we have a long road ahead of us.
Bene.
The
Nice
great
hat.
serpent devours all but the faithful.
Anche quello di DGP direi che non funziona.
Scumbags and scavengers. They're like vultures picking away at the leftovers of the colony war. You'll find them taking whatever's not nailed down.
Quindi suppongo anche quello di chiamare l'astronave non funzionerà.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
Stavo già pensando alla quest che dovevo andare in mezzo ai serpentosi e invece niente. Mi hanno fatto trovare comoda comoda una prigioniera. Sai che è incredibile il downgrade che subivo quando ero a Nuova Atlantide era dovuto, cioè dicevo, magari il mio computer, la mia scheda grafica è un po' vecchia. No. Perché faceva bordello col disco. Perché l'ha fatto il lavoro col culo. Cioè, renditi conto. Cioè, assurdo. Bene. Salviamo.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean... What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? Conviction. Another word for strength. Can the truth not be revealed to the weak? Someone with doubts. That belief can come and go could be argued to be the very mechanics of faith itself, like breathing air in and out. What do you believe? So that's your intention. Your friends, your companions, all of them will be swept.
No one is swept along, Keeper. At Constellation, we operate as a team.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun.
Sì. Va bene. È stato a dir poco bizzarro. Ciao Sara. Andiamo alla loggia.
Every time I return here, I'm reminded of the importance of Constellation's contributions to exploration.
Allora, devo lasciare giù questo qui che mi ha regalato quello che ha cercato di uccidere tutti e ha ucciso Sam. Questo qua che è lo zaino. Allora, vestiti di Sam, non me ne faccio nulla. Questo mi serve per una missione. Questo forse pure. Questo lasciamolo qua. Lasciamo giù lo Chardonnay, il Merlot e lo spumante. Va bene. Tutto sto schifo. Direi anche tutta questa roba, sì. E i libri... No. Dove sono i libri? Ah già che li conservavo i libi tra l'altro prima. Oh beh. Direi che per ora va bene così. Dai che però, tanto che sono qua, volendo. Ma sì. Ma dai, sono in posti simili. Che simpatici. Allora... Andiamo subito così? Scusa, adesso va bene tutto, ma... Questa. Dov'è? Va bene.
Folks from all over the Freestar Collective come. It's a tough town, but these are good people. Bye.
Ehi.
Excuse me.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic and perhaps a bit of a dreamer. But you have to admire what he's accomplished.
Quindi devo mettere il vestito, questo.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the same. Spared no expense.
Here for business? You have a good day.
Quindi era giusto di qua.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Can I help you? Yeah, right. Is this some kind of joke? If it's an emergency, it sounds like you need a... I thought I made myself clear. Well, I suppose you aren't some... Oh my god. Fine, the key's yours. Just remember to bring it back, or I'm reporting you.
Bastato chiedere.
There are a ton of distractions in Neon, so I expect you to be on your best behavior here.
Io sono tipo un cane, cioè che non sono capace a camminare. Ti lascerò giù così impari di ste cavolate. Sonnino. Ciao tizio.
Oh, I can't imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an
Hey
office
there.
like this, instead of exploring the stars on the bridge of a spacecraft.
Now we're talking. Not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be...
We'll soon find out. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the astro...
Discretion and the trade tower in Neon don't exactly go hand in hand.
Exactly. And since you seem to be familiar with him, you probably know how much we don't like to upset him. The assignment is pretty easy.
Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can. It's already been taken care of. Oh, you'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their finance. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest. I suppose I can give you a brief. We'll start with Zola. Zola is a born and bred executive. It runs in the family, so she's highly accustomed to an upper-class lifestyle. She's a narcissist who's also obsessed with public perception, both of her and Quantum Synergies. She wants to be associated with the latest and greatest, so she's drawn to innovation and quality. She's considered it, but she's next in line to be CEO over at Quantum. If she came here, she'd have to deal with stiff competition. As for her talking points, the key things to remember are, Infinity is the cheap version of Ryujin. They're a follower, not a leader, and they lack any sense of clear vision. Infinity has struggled with leadership and turnover for a long time now. Lucas Drexler is probably the 5th CEO they've had. Plus, it's hard to keep good employees when much better corporations who will pay more are out there. They've launched several, but none survive long. Nothing that would be as big as neuroamps or grav drives. That's why they've taken to just following whatever trends companies like Ryujin set. If they can't make money off ingenuity, they can certainly sell someone a cheaper version of a more expensive product they may want. Infinity Ltd's strategy to make money is to cut cost on quality. You can compare any one of our products to theirs and see it almost. Low-grade synthetics, flimsy thin materials, high energy usage, they issue at least 1 or 2 recalls.
Va bene.
Just remember, you can refer to the dossier at any time. Now, on to Arthur Cruz. Arthur is a self-made man, and he prides himself on that. He's a full package, having both an extremely good knack for numbers and knowing how to... As Quantum Synergy's financial manager, he's all about driving profit with as little risk as possible. He makes decisions based on facts and heavily... It sounds like the two of you could really hit it off. Arthur's a great talker, but even the best can lose an audience when finance is the... Talking points for Arthur are aimed at steering him toward Ryujin over Infinity Ltd. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher than Infinity's, even with a superior quality. Infinity's profits are fabricated. They're one audit away from ruin. We have a history of being financially secure that's never wavered, and we have the legal and marketing teams to handle anything that might threaten that. Quantum Synergies is the top name in ship OS. Their reputation has allowed them to keep the best engineers on their payroll. We can't deny that working with them would be beneficial for us, and Arthur is our best bet in making that happen.
Va bene.
Besides, an open collaboration gives us easier access to information we'd otherwise have to find a more clever means of discovering. we keep an extremely close eye on our competition. Thanks to operatives like you, that information is almost always at our disposal. Sounds like you're ready then. I'd still highly recommend reading the dossiers, though. Sometimes bullet-pointed statements can stick out in minds easier than conversation. Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. Exactly. And that incompetence will be enough for them to further question this deal. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? Just don't let that confidence give you a false sense of security. And remember, no incidents.
Abiti attillati da ufficio. Il capo li ha fatti fare apposta per me? Va bene. Oh santo, dove sono finiti i dossier adesso? Saranno sotto dossier? Sì. Dovrei sistemare un po' la faccia perché ho fatto un po' di corsa pensando che come al solito mettevo un casco e non avrei mai più visto niente, e invece vabbè.
If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3, he'd be able. I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the...
Here we go. Ah, tanto che sono qua. Ciao. Quindi Zola, vediamo subito. No. Dossier di Zola. La versione economica. Non segue, non guida. Lodare la Quantum se si presentasse l'occasione. Va bene.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business or just out to escape? Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when... Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. Cuts corners. If they are sacrificing quality beef, we are a trusted business and would never partner with another company that may jeopardize. Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of. And Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is a surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself.
Grazie.
I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
Andiamo da Roots.
Nothing like some Aurora to take the edge off.
Quindi Cruz, prima di parlare con te mi devo ricordare di... I profitti sono fittizi, noi 25.7, 7. Team legale, marketing non possono competere, sicurezza finanziaria 25.7.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business. Well, I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well-dressed as yourself, you either got great taste or great connections. Maybe even both. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. However, it does match some of my own. Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Sì. Ma...
You don't want to pick a fight with me.
Va bene.
Easy money.
furto, ovviamente. Quindi via. Chiudiamo la porta. Cominciamo con la...
Got the call someone's power kept going up. Ranger? What are you looking at?
Just the person I wanted to see. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
That's exceptionally kind of you, Imogen.
Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment. Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not. It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter. Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Let's just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name, you better be ready for repercussions. Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto KeltCorp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. KeltCorp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent in the public eye. Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception.
ARC stands for Assault, Reprogram, Corrupt. We think of it as a multi-tool of sorts. The ARC locates hard wiring and manipulates the information current being sent back and forth. Depending on the situation, it's designed to do all sorts of things, but inevitably, they all result in malfunction. You're not wrong. Believe me, we don't take these assignments lightly. They're also one of few that Masako herself needs to sign off on, and only our most trusted operatives receive them. You just need to plant the ARC and avoid detection. Our technicians will handle the rest, and they're instructed to avoid as much harm as possible.
Va bene. Ah, l'Optech, niente proprio di meno. Andiamo a Hopetown.
Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. It's all here.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Keep an eye on your valuables.
We'd be dust, except for the...
Cercare un ingresso. Facendo un giro assurdo, ma prima sarà un ingresso facile. Esatto. Scaletta.
Having a good one? My mother wanted me to be a doctor. I used to be an actuary. Now look. Hey there.
Posso viaggiare da qua? Dimmi di sì. Fammi felice, che già devo fare una camminata neon. Yes.
While we're here, you might want to stay away from the edge of the upper platform. It's a long way down.
Grazie.
Yeah.
Ever wonder how the kids...
Hey there. Got an... Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off.
Masako was pretty happy about the results, so she arranged for a small bonus.
It won't buy you a new ship, but it's something.
What is it? I think I found something. But it's...
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Several other parties will be involved in that deal on a more legitimate level. And believe me, bonuses like this for operatives are few. My sources tell me it was a train wreck. Once her numbers didn't match up, Arthur was all over her with questions. It didn't take long for her to break composure, and that's when she lost Zola. So you could say that presentation went perfectly, as far as we're concerned. Why did I have a feeling you'd bring that up? You've still got quite a ways to go, so let's keep it... You can think of this next assignment as a stepping. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our... The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is... Good. Luckily, there aren't many. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market.
The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the... The star yard is a mix of sales floor and manufacturing. If you're looking to blend in, you've definitely... It's not too far, in Aquila's orbit, so hopefully your ship's ready. You'll find the Trident Luxury Line star yard orbiting Aquila and...
Remember, same rules apply. Don't get caught.
Va bene.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Chiamo.
Hey there.
To Trident Luxury Lines.
I'm not certain why we're visiting this star yard. It's doubtful any of us have the credits to afford these overpriced vessels.
Everything okay?
Yes, yes, it's a singular honor to meet me, I'm sure. What are you doing here? Philippe didn't say I should be expecting someone. This is the very heart of Trident, and we don't need strays. I find your apology acceptable. Well, I suppose since you're here, it's here that we create the next generation of Tridents. Oh yes, I am. I am Gladys Coffin, Chief Architect of Trident. If you have any other questions, make it fast. Listen, if you want to talk about the max safe tonnage of the Astra or other... Me? I design the future. What... Oh my. Balancing elegance with the strict engineering requirements of spaceship travel. That's not an art I'm particular. Am I famous? Well... Oh, why thank you. Yes, I've recently won my second Grand Nova Award for excellence. It's a great honor, but after receiving so very many awards and distinctions, they all start to blend together.
Certo.
Yes, I do think I deserve some reward for my considerable virtuosity. I've heard some associates singing the praises of a certain something hailing from Neon. Velocity, I believe it is called. It's some drink or food or something else. I haven't any idea what it actually is, but my you seem to have nothing better to do. Would you care to go fetch me one of these? Oh, fantastic. I look forward to... In my line of work, one cannot be small-minded. Whatever you say.
It is an honor to be part of something so... And what have we here? A Welcome to Trident Luxury. I envy you. Stepping in here for the first time can be an... Why, of course it is. And obviously you're someone who knows quality. But I digress. I'm honored to be the head of marketing and advertising, educating the masses about the opulence of our crew. I can't think of any greater satisfaction than... Of course I do. I'm also marketing hope. Something for people to strive for. And so my message to the consumer is this. Ah, what a pleasure it is to speak to... Well, look, it's about making a statement while being pampered. So, if you have to ask, I suppose it is somewhat odd for someone to just waltz down. The Trident name brings visitors. People want to see where the magic happens. Well, as long as you behave yourself, you're... Back to work.
You sure you're in the right place?
I'm trying to work here.
Va bene, quindi devo andare... Ma ci sarà tipo la gabola che in realtà... Qualcuno... No. Non so, mi aspettavo che tipo in realtà qualcuno aveva...
No offense, but you belong here?
Now, maybe if I save up for 1,000,000 years, I'll be able to afford a Trident.
Excuse me?
Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines. If you have any questions about our product line, now, how may... It's a Trident best-in-class, top-to-bottom. Deimos has fantastic missile batteries. Stroud Eklund's shields are a thing. But what a Trident may lack in those areas. A cruise on a Trident can be a truly life... Of course. It's a point of pride to know it's a character trait that is extreme. And if I'm being honest, I have my own dreams of going out there one day. Unfortunately, all that should speak volumes about the quality of our... We do not sell ships or... And it's not like you would have any use for parts or modification. It was my pleasure.
Va bene, faccio prima andarci a Piotti. Allora, togliamo i nomi. Qua. Andiamo al nucleo. Sì. Viaggia.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband.
Momento.
Then you can be on your way. And that's it. Enjoy, Neon.
Perché mi hanno scansionato? Ok. Va bene. La prendiamo per buona. Su, su. Dammi sto velocity. Ecco, non mi aspettavo una quest di pick up and delivery, però va bene. Allora, il velocity me lo dà Madame Tizia. E lo prendo qua. Ebbene. Madame Sauvage. E la porta là sopra è chiusa. Vediamo un po'. Adesso devo scaricare la mod per sbloccare le porte a sto punto. A meno che ho lasciato giù la chiave per sbaglio da qualche parte.
What can I get you today?
Ciao,
Can
madame.
I get you something? All you have to do.
Provviste. Speriamo vada bene. Andiamo all'astrocantiere. Sei sicuro? Sì.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Continuate a scansionarmi improvvisamente. And
cavolo.
Go ahead and land.
Sono distratto. Nastro cantiere. Dice niente Sara. Forse ho disegnato Sara a sto punto. Parla sempre quando facevo
Everything okay?
Comunque andiamo alla vecchia al velocity.
It is an honor to be part of something so great.
F5. Vecchia. Salve.
The galaxy must see.
Ecco qua.
Hand it over, please. Huh. So this is the velocity I've heard so much about. I must say, I'm cautiously looking forward to partaking in it. I shall see if it lives up to its great expectations. Well, it seems you've done what I asked of you. I promised you reimbursement, so here it is. I'm sure having the privilege to run this errand for me was payment enough for you, but I am a woman of my word. Now, run along, please. I have much work to do. The future of space travel will not craft itself.
How can people afford these things?
Sometimes it just makes me sick.
Well, fortunately for me, you're... whatever you say.
The down payment would be enough for me to send my entire family to university. For life.
Instead, smile. Just always smile or Mr. Corbin will talk to the boss.
Soliti annunci? Esatto.
Huh?
Sorry. I have a lot of work to do.
Oh, hello there.
Welcome to Trident.
I've sent the files over to you, Miss Coffin. I recommend you review them as soon as possible.
Not now. Can't you see I'm trying to revolutionize the future of space travel?
I understand that, but this is very important budgetary information. I think it would be wise to look over it before continuing your work.
You're stifling me, dear. I'll look over the files when I'm good and ready. Now, if you don't mind, I have some vital work to be doing.
I mean no offense, but I think you might be lost.
You sure you're in the right place? Just making sure everyone feels safe.
Take it easy.
haven't seen a lock picked that easily since I traveled with Vladimir's soul.
I've been working on that new headline, Mr. Corbin. I think I finally got it.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
Trident, carrying the scepter of quality.
Good. Very good.
Okay.
But there's just one problem. The trident is not a scepter.
I mean, it's close enough.
Close enough. Close enough. Take some pride in your work. We are Trident Luxury Lines. We do not get by on close enough. Start over.
No funny business, all right?
Ok, devo passare di qua. Vabbè, comunque è stato fatto in ogni caso. Intanto che sono qua.
You do not want to go outside the city walls.
Sì.
You should try Phil Burns' beer. It's brewed in the city, and it ain't bad.
Good to see you. Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think? Oh, I can't fly anywhere. Issues with my eustachian. Being in a pressurized environment is like someone taking a laser cutter to the sides of my head. It's not great. But at least I can pretend to visit the party capital of the galaxy by having you tell me about it. What? You serious? Well, I guess not everyone likes. Speaking of which, on to... So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful? Did he now? Well, in that case, challenge accepted. It's only a matter of time before I know every dirty little secret stored in this thing. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. It'll take as long as it takes. You can't... One thing I can promise you, though, is that it'll go a lot. Oh, why should I? Nothing but dirt, cold air. I like my nice, cozy, antisocial... You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie.
These Rangers are some hard-blooded folk. They ain't afraid of anything.
Andiamo a parlare col capo dello super sceriffo.
Let's talk for a minute. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech? Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress. You're off to a good start, but that's all it is, a start. What did you learn from this starship thief? Now we're getting somewhere. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. There was a mech driver in the 1st Cavalry named Marco Graziani. He came for money.
Graziani.
When the 1st Cav got a reputation as the top unit, he transferred in. Rumor was that bribes made it happen. Marco had a knack for getting hold of anything we needed. There was talk. He had this dream to become a wealthy businessman when he got out. But I guess that got put up. They said she was a child prodigy, which probably explains her arrogance. Even so, she was fiercely loyal to Major Hull. I don't think she'd ever give him up. If you find her, don't expect her to cooperate. Like what? Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the 1st. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now, looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. But just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there. Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on... Your priority is to gather more intel about the 1st. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
Dunque, continua a non darmi gli achievement, non che sia la cosa peggiore del mondo. Tuttavia, mi sta sufficientemente antipatica sta cosa. Mhm. Ok, quindi dice per far funzionare basta cancellare la folder. Proviamo. Quindi andiamo nella folder qua, sfoglia file locali, va bene. Dice deleting the SFE just working for me. Proviamo. Chissà se ora va. Dunque. Allora. Qua. Tablet. Ha dato ufficialmente forfait. Ok. Ci sono già stato, tra l'altro. Avevo anche già fatto il miglio.
Please tell me you're not going to make us run the Red Mile.
Già fatto.
I don't get paid to be nice. I get paid to put down any thought that tries to start something here.
Hello! Former winners are always
Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy.
Running. I assumed you were over that whole death wish thing.
Wonderful. Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
Look, both of you are here for the same reason. So why don't you drop the tough girl charade and learn to work as a team?
And I'm telling you, I don't have time to babysit rookies.
Yeah, well, you better stop messing with
Because I've trained new recruits before, and it's not an experience I want to repeat.
Consequences like how you and your bloody weekend warriors have
I hope so. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting. I'm at a critical point in my investigation, and frankly, your presence here is an unwelcome. Now let's just get this over with. She won't be staying long, so I don't have time to brief you. You'll find out everything you need to know.
Try picking a fight.
Follow me.
I can only hold my subordinates back for so long before they finally get tired of your BS.
Get the hell out of my face, you
Make a few credits off.
wanker. I'm already bored with this conversation.
It's a good thing you're so funny, Reese. It's the only thing keeping me from kicking your ass.
Spare me. Sorry, friend.
Oh, I can't believe people who participate in blood sports can possibly be considered celebrities or heroes. Oh, in my mind, they're worse than criminals.
Come on, sit.
So you're working with Autumn, huh? Who are you? Wait, Autumn has friends?
Like hell. The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why? Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
Già.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation, and he started moving in on my territory. Because it might get a little awkward if my sister here had to arrest me.
Ah.
If you think this gives you some kind of leverage, you're wrong. Sure, he might slow me down for a while, but a little competition won't break me. Now you're talking. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not gonna tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
She's the owner and manager here. Inherited the place when her husband was killed. May's the key to this whole thing, but I don't know her. Maybe try to get on her good side? My thinking exactly. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco. You serious? Damn. There's not many people who can say that. If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
Let me guess. You missed me and you couldn't stay away.
You're really going to take on the mile, huh?
May runs a tidy
I'm on duty, so get the hell out of my face.
People betting over other people's very survival. Absolutely revolting.
That is true. But Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him? Exactly. It's quite a leap of faith that you're asking me to take. I have no particular love for Marco, but he is a business associate. So I must protect my reputation. Fortunately for you, I'm in a generous mood. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. You've run the Red Mile and survived. Show me that you can do it again. I give you my word. As before, I'll collect wagers from our patrons who will bet. I'm afraid not. But I'm sure your confidence will inspire our patrons to play substantial. That's what
Mission or not, I can't even imagine why you'd take part in such...
Now that we're clear on what's expected. Good. Your attention, please. Valued patrons and honored guests. For one brave soul, the hour of fate is once again at hand. Yes,
A runner has returned to challenge the Red Mile! Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not skill and determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show. The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you'll see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will
Dai, quante storie.
Please. Go now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile!
Whatever you have to say, I don't give a shit.
Teoria. Voglio fare il record di velocità. E basta. Ah, si sarà settata la cassa, carino. Ciao Sara.
look like on the inside. Damn, I was just getting warmed up.
Questi proiettili mi fanno solo 6 exp. Che tirano a fare? Ok. Ehi. Eccomi qua.
Congratulations, runner. Once again, you've succeeded where most have failed. To challenge the mile more than once and live to tell the tale is rare indeed.
I hope you'll forgive me if
I'm not easily impressed. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our...
drop that whole intimidation and triangle. I've been facing faced with death more times than you and all your insecure, gun-toting bullies.
Nothing quite like the excitement of a run.
Yeah, well, you better stop.
You made
Che
it.
bene.
Unit, or there
You're
will be
back. Are you okay?
No.
Oh. You mean consequences like how you and your bloody weekend warriors...
And here I was feeling like a nervous wreck the whole time. Guess I had nothing to worry about. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that.
Meanwhile, here's some free advice. Next time you get drunk, try picking apart.
How could you possibly... Maybe someday I can... but no. No. Now isn't the time. We need to focus on the task at hand. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the Rock and let the Marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, Deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
You must be tougher than you look.
Ma dai.
Don't see a lot of people survive the mile.
I had a feeling.
So
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient. Only that someone wanted a meeting. Don't expect to catch him unprepared. He keeps a sizable force of mercenaries aboard his ship as bodyguards. He's intelligent, well-connected, and utterly ruthless. He's also a man of taste who appreciates the finer things. You'll find out soon enough what I mean. Then it's in all our interests that you make haste. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Va bene. Contatto di una nave. Diamo un'occhiata. Ah, sono loro.
This is the Earth colony ship.
Wonder what it's like out there, beyond our little community.
Sure is nice to know there are other people. Hey!
Sì, ciao.
Hydroponics, of course. This must be how the colony ship kept itself fed over all these years in space.
No, devo trovare i...
Thanks to you, I'm now able to get my hands on life-saving treatments we never thought were possible.
Sì.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before. Now that we know there are other people out there, we need to be more prepared for trouble than ever.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort you right off this ship.
We were never trained to address threats.
That sounds so familiar. Something from history slates that I've read. Oh, I feel I should know who this person is, but somehow it's escaped my memory.
capitano.
Just stay out of trouble.
I have to say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a
The
museum.
next one will be. My crew may not realize it now, but until next time.
There's so much more to learn about now. Just because our equipment's old, doesn't mean it won't work to take down trouble.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change it.
Sì, sì, sì,
Careful
tutti
waving that
bravissimi,
fancy
tutti
gun
fighi.
around. We don't need to see it.
Ma che cavolo?
Again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived. Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
Breckenridge. That sounds so familiar. Something from history slates that I've read. Oh, I feel I should know who this person is, but somehow it's escaped my memory. Better think about what you're taking.
We've got strict rules around here.
In realtà il computer non mi
I
serve,
heard
riesco
you
a
came from
prendere in un
outside the
milione di
ship.
posti.
I bet it was pretty cold out there.
Sì. Mi serve invece quella da primo ufficiale.
Just stay out of trouble.
C'era quella da primo ufficiale, sono abbastanza sicuro.
I've lived my entire life in the Constant. Not sure how else to live.
Wow, I've heard about you, but here you are.
Great. How many more days? Months? Years of being cooped up here before we find any place to live out.
I wonder what else is out there.
We've had to do our fair share of recycling on the Constant. It's almost time to take inventory of our stock again. Just the basics.
Però ti posso
Oh.
vendere qualcosa da te. Giusto?
Take care.
Wow. Hi.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Mamma mia, come sono
We've
spacconi
got strict
questi.
rules around here, but they're strict.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
Quindi c'ho
It
l'uniforme.
definitely takes a special type of person to live their entire life, birth to death, aboard a single ship traveling through space.
Diciamo che non è che hanno avuto molta scelta. Quindi uniforme. Salvadanaio ho già visto altrove. Voglio solo l'uniforme. Ciao. No, qua non c'è niente. Eccola. Eccola, eccola, eccola. Ufficiale. Sarà.
I'm worried about Janet. I wonder if someone from the outside can help her.
Non voglio rubarvi le cose di valore, voglio solo farmi il set completo di
Maybe you
vestiti.
could help out Abe. He's been talking about needing someone with a ship.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of...
Peccato che la sua quest è buggata.
Oh!
It definitely takes a special type of person to live their entire life, birth to
Questa qua
death,
è
aboard a single...
ufficiale. Ma ce l'ho già, giusto? Uniforme, capitano, ufficiale.
ship traveling through space.
Ok. E poi ci sarà sicurezza gialla.
All this time we thought we were alone.
Ok. E mo manca solo la sicurezza.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort you.
Che secondo me sarà un po' un problema.
Now that we know there are other people out there, we're prepared for trouble ever.
O magari no, chi lo sa. Vabbè, armi antiche va bene, di cui non me ne frega assolutamente niente. E qua ci sono tutte quante le uniformi della sicurezza. E va bene, però c'è lui. E...
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
I had a free moment, so I thought I would drop by. How are you doing today, my love?
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change.
Non voglio equipaggiarla, voglio alzarla, porca miseria.
Yes, of course.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
Statement. Knowing how much pain my voluntary termination would have caused you, had been heavily.
I'm sorry, dear. I didn't mean to make it more difficult than it needed to be. But now, it's behind us, and we can look forward to the remainder of our lives together.
testing my patience. Give it back.
Now it's behind us, and we can look forward to the remainder of our lives together.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Wow. I've heard about you. But here you are. We were so close to finding our new home. Hopefully it won't be too much longer now.
Sì, praticamente siete arrivati, tranquilli. Peccato che siete
I've spent my
buggati qua.
entire
Per il
life as
resto.
a constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
As I always tell my patients, worry not, for tomorrow may bring happy surprises.
Hai visto? Alla fine è
Wonder what it's
successo.
like out there behind our little community.
Just stay out of trouble. We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason. Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
Vabbè, comunque.
Hey.
Ciao. Quello che devo fare l'ho fatto. E cioè prendermi uno per di tutte quante le
Just because our
armature.
equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Mo devo uscire
Wow.
da quello del bagno, questa qua, di qua forse.
And to think, all this time, we thought we were alone.
I wonder what else is out there.
Ingegnere blu anche lui, ok. Magari era come Scotti che aveva un colore diverso. Vai a sapere. Va bene. C'ho la mia collezione anche di questi. Beh.
Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Ora potete anche scomparire per sempre. Sono più rilassato a riguardo. Anche se non devi evitare problemi.
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the UC will ever...
Ok. Beh.
fully restore it to its former glory.
Sì, in effetti con tutti i nomi di tutte le stelle è un po' un disastro. O perché non sono abituato o...
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship. It's cargo.
Sì, scansiona.
And complete.
Non l'avete mai fatto improvvisamente? Mi rompermi le scatole tutti i giorni. Ma va bene. Cioè una volta quando... cioè fino a l'altro ieri mi teletrasportavo direttamente sul pianeta. Se invece avevo del contrabbando mi faceva passare da... Boh, vabbè. Who knows?
don't mind bunking on the ship, but nothing is better than unwinding in your own quarters.
Dai, è lui, quello lì, guardalo, è proprio lui. Sicuro. Garantito.
I've been talking with the others, and, you know, to Sam. Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Va bene. Quindi ah, giusto. Analgesico, visto che ci devo andare. Voilà. E la fortuna. Ma Sara, è un po' che non ci prendiamo il nostro più 15% di exp.
Nice to see you.
Get any rest? I sure didn't.
Sempre da ridere il fatto che è sempre in posizioni. Cioè, ci sta, che. Però. Il caricamento, tutte le volte, insomma. Boh. Avete una nave nuova?
Scan any promising leads?
Vabbè, niente, pazienza.
Runner. Boss is in the back.
Well, one thing's certain. Graziani certainly isn't afraid to flaunt his wealth.
You're lucky to get a meeting with Marco. This music is gonna put me to sleep.
Nice shit, huh?
My word. Some of these pieces on display are incredible. They belong in a museum.
Better behave while you're in here.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks. You've heard of the First, I take it. I'm not just a member, I also help to fund the outfit through a network of independent traders. Of course, illicit goods are the most lucrative, so there is a constant need for skilled pilots. Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
I'm willing to bet this deputy can handle whatever you intend to throw in our path.
And who might you be?
Sarah. Sarah Morgan.
It's a pleasure to welcome you aboard, Sarah. It's clear you are a woman of refinement as well as beauty.
How about we skip the compliments and move things along, shall we?
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future. Assuming we all keep our heads. To settle accounts. Major Hall served with distinction during the Colony War. But the leaders of the Free Star Collective, they turned on him. In his eyes, the Rangers are enforcers for a corrupt Council of Governors. That makes you his enemy. As for me, I didn't see any profit in nursing that grudge. I prefer to focus on the future. That's right. Major Hall spent 20 years in lockup nursing a grudge against the Free Star Collective. We all did.
Ok.
A lot of good men and women died for nothing because of those cowards you work for. You've chosen your side, and I've chosen mine. I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who will kill you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand. Very well. I won't tell you everything. However, good. Then we are...
How interesting. I wasn't aware that...
It'd be a shame if... Now, you're free to...
Well...
Ma stai calma, volevo solo... Pensavo ci fossero più... diramazioni, non che per me va bene, boom. È come se avessi l'autorità per farlo, mica sono uno sceriffo.
I won't tell you everything. However, I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Freestar Collective? Whatever road brought you here, your journey ends today.
It's gonna last much longer.
Quindi devo mettermi la protezione, barriera, eventualmente cose, sì. Non so se fare questo o questa.
I won't tell you everything. However, I have a better idea. The Council of Governors. Do you read? If being in the 1st Cavalry taught me anything, it's that blind loyalty gets you killed.
Any troubles? I'm not sure power like that was meant for me.
Badly for you.
Allora.
Switching to a new target. Ha! You're a damn joke. Goodbye. Show me what you've got. Notch another one for me. Come on. Heads up. You've got nothing. Nothing. Take it off.
I don't stock up on junk.
Engagement over.
averli finiti. E quindi raccolta. Sarebbe carino poter prendere sta nave, eh?
Oh, this should be a more than adequate return for our efforts.
Ovviamente tutta non vale un cavolo. Le torrette ormai interessante. Interessante. Cioè, morire che tutti gli italiani nei giochi americani dobbiamo avere tutti quanti questa ossessione per il lusso, ma alla Scarface, un po' kitsch. Carità, figo, però un po' meno, un po' più.
If you're searching them, make it quick.
Ma perché quick? Ma tutto il tempo che ci serve. Ok. Anche sta meccanica dell'arma non letale non è male come idea. Però di fatto è impraticabile. Prima di tutto si risvegliano le persone, quindi già queste sculture orrende. Qualche bicchiere bello per casa me lo inizio a prendere. Decanter. bene, quindi tu sei stato buttato. Tu cosa c'hai di bello? Va bene. Perché è tutto quanto così sparato in giro? Queste macchie sul tappeto. Come le puliamo? Se me del futuro mi ringrazierà o dirà: ah, guarda quella cosa che hai fatto inutile di raccogliere i bicchieri, che tanto si può fare in maniera molto più semplice con le bussole. Ancora, ma l'arte africana a me sinceramente. Vai in giro per casa con le maschere inquietanti. Non è che mi fa impazzire.
Don't leave any of that behind.
Sì, sì. Questo bel sestante non posso prenderlo. Questa cosa è tremenda. In ogni caso, così è. Chi ha sparato? Questo save della distruzione? Ebbene sì. Iu. Cosa lasci nell'armadietto? Una granata. Va bene. Va bene. Anche qua bottiglie come se non ci fosse un domani. Bravi. Va bene, tazza me la prendo perché boh, mi andava di farlo. Di qua è stato smappato. Di qua non c'è più niente. Quindi niente, è finito. Più corto del previsto, dai. È stato un po' un peccato. E niente. Tant'è. Ma a tal proposito, a parte Dracula che mi interessa il giusto e il ciarpame vario. Questo è carino come vestito comunque. Peccato che come sempre siano meh, però eh. Sì, forse sta roba dovrei iniziare a lasciarla giù.
Technician Shibata, currently posted to Genedine's R&D laboratory. recording initiated.
Son of a bitch! Nothing.
Sono decisamente troppi per...
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Davvero. E quindi andiamo a vedere quella zona riservata, cosa serve. E era ovvio che c'erano qualcosa di sospetto.
Something you might be interested in.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the settled systems.
It'd be enough to know that. Bye for now.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
La tizia, dov'è? Questa.
Spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities. Places abandoned.
Running this facility. So you do. Thank you. The samples you've gathered will be put to good use. I am, yes. While the clinic... Certainly. I am,
magari
yes.
po' di cosa di
While the
utile.
clinic does occasionally take on research projects that have their own chain of command, I'm afraid that information is confidential. The clinic has occasionally been faced with unique situations that might be considered...
Queste cose le avevo già
Goodbye.
viste, sono sicuro.
I'm sure there's someone else that can help you.
Not exactly a hotbed of criminal activity here, is it? Well, that suits me fine. Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you? Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop in your investigation. And having some success, by the sound of it. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest. So,
vostro sceriffo.
one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic? Well, I think you made the right decision to come here. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish. She's the one in charge around here, and she's also on the Council of Governors. Most of the staff don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can have a conversation with. Hey there, Ari. Working hard or hardly working?
Hey, Chief. A little more the former than the latter. What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office.
Allora.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues. The patient records database is acting up. Access is a lot slower than normal, and I have no idea why. I'll look into it later. For now, let's focus on your investigation. Huh. Well, we don't give the patients free access to our computer system, so I doubt that's related. Still, it's worth keeping in mind. So who's the suspect you're after? Sounds dangerous. I hope I can help you find her. The name's not ringing any bells, but maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her? That should be more than enough. I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on. Okay, give me just a minute here.
Facciamo un F5 perché qua
Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally. Here we go. Oh. No matches found for a Maya Cruz. If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. Yeah. Let me think for a second. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace... what's her last name? Doolin. Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman. I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. You're welcome to use the Ranger Station terminal. I'll enable admin access for you.
if you go out there with no helmet on?
Catellina P.
Always happy to help the Freestar Rangers. Well, yeah, somebody has to. It's great medical care, but not the latest in support tech. Funding only goes so far, and most of it's private. And there's still a lot of outdated UC tech behind the walls that needs interfacing, so... Well, then I'd be out of a job, wouldn't it? You're not entirely...
Catalina Rivera. I know the name. Just give me a second to think. I remember she was rushed into surgery right after arriving. Seemed to be in pretty bad shape. I mean, she must have some serious credits, because she was moved to the VIP wing after the procedure.
Think of it as high-end care, with bigger rooms, better food, and more amenities. Cost a fortune, of course. The VIP wing also provides privacy, and that's why only a select few staff members are allowed in. Yeah, well, I don't think the doctors here care all that much about where the Rangers are supposed to go. Dr. Cassidy's in charge of the VIP wing. You need his permission to enter. Unfortunately, he's a real stickler for the rules, and the rules say no visitors without prior arrangement.
You didn't hear this from me, but I happen to know that he keeps a spare access card somewhere in his office.
Hope that helps you.
Bene, grazie. Molto gentile.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Aren't you the one who took down the...
I remember. Yeah, Arya's a good kid. Sure as hell understands these machines better than see you around.
Sì.
Abby, hi. How
There's certainly no shortage of things to do around
okay?
here.
Salva, salva.
I don't mean to be rude, but unless this is a medical emergency, please get someone else to help you.
I'm good.
Yes. What do you want?
Oh, I'm great, good. Fine. I mean, everything's just fine.
Okay, great.
Yes, that's right. I'm afraid we don't take walk-ins. If you want a room in our VIP wing, you'll need to make arrangements in advance. I'm sorry, but we don't permit unscheduled visitors to that area. You'll need to ask whoever it is that you wish to visit to make arrangements with me. Who exactly are you? You could be Solomon Coe himself, and my answer would be the same. No. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Oh my goodness. Are we really going to let this bureaucrat block our progress?
I'm a busy man, so make it quick. Let's not do anything hasty. That sounds serious. Maybe you're... All right, that's enough. I can see there's no dissuading you. I suppose I could make an exception just this once. This will get you in. Conduct your investigation quickly and without disruption. I do hope you won't make me regret this.
Bene. Ma è quell'altra la parte segreta, non è questa. In ogni caso, rimandiamo domani perché è seriamente tardi, quindi buonanotte.